I'm walking back right now. From what I can see here, they got some big bright spotlights up. They're circling around and hitting the Wells Fargo Center, I think. I don't know if these are just standard sort of, what are they, not decorative, but not really searchlights, but they're just for getting people's attention and shining into the sky and stuff like that. Anyway, I got on Fire Chat. I went home. I got my extra battery. Drew loaned me one of his batteries. So I'm getting all charged up again. And I grabbed an Uber back here, so I'm walking alongside the park, heading to the wall again. Fire Chat said that the protests were still hot. So now that I have plenty of battery power again, I'm going to see how long I can stick this out, just in case anything happens. This is a long walk. I would love it if they had maybe a shuttle going down this street or something for all the people that Uber in, or really anybody that comes, whether they drive themselves or not. Hello. I'm moving too much, I can't read your name. Okay, good. I also have the ACLU bus cards that I had printed up, so I'm going to hand those out too while I'm here. Again, just in case. Which video? It should be about 2 Periscope videos before this one, I think. Unfortunately, Periscope keeps dropping so much. I really don't have enough time to type in a unique name each time. I've just been keeping the name in the clipboard so that when it drops, I work mostly on getting the signal back and getting Periscope to reconnect, and then once I do, it's just paste it, start the broadcast. The news is still here. Yeah, it looks pretty relaxed up here, which is nice. I'm also going to try and find the paramedics again, see if I can get any word on the girl that got burned here. Just find out, make sure she's
you have to go downtown,
relatively okay, hopefully. Okay, I'm going to flip this around. Alright, so once again, it all looks about the same. Many fewer people. Looks like they're sitting down this time, which is great. Police are still standing on the inside, and the police with their reinforcements with the strike, what did I say it was? Strike patrol, are still taking the rear there. I see what looks like a little mini protest away from the wall, which is probably a great idea to keep it away from the wall, because that just freaks the police out. Oops, there we go. Before I get in there, let me take the cards out. See if I can pop this up somewhere. Okay, I gotta figure out how to do this. Ideally, I'd like to find the guy from Philly FYI. See if I can get his help with passing stuff out. Sir.
Thank you.
Welcome.
So know your rights, something.
Yeah.
Thanks, brother.
Welcome. Just in case.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
This is awesome. Thank you. So cool.
Do you want extras in case for anybody else?
Oh yeah. Just one extra.
Okay. Oops. ACLU bus card. ACLU bus card. Would you like an ACLU bus card?
What's that?
It's an ACLU bus card. Know your rights in case the police try to arrest you or anything like that.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Anybody else?
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you.
Do you want?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Welcome. Would you like an ACLU bus card? Like an ACLU bus card. Okay, so nothing big happened. Basically, I went on fire chat. Here, let me switch over here. I went on fire chat and I was informed that the protests are still going strong. So I went back to the house and just decided to go ahead and get new batteries. And oh, sorry, I'm broadcasting. But did you want an ACLU bus card? Sure. Bus card.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Oops. Almost stepped right on you there. Bus card?
Yeah, I think we're going over the field.
Would anybody like a ACLU? Sorry. Would you like an ACLU bus card?
It's very anticlimactic. There's no money shot at the end.
Okay. All right. That's fine. Oh, yeah, I'm going to turn this around. Bus card? Would you like an ACLU bus card?
Sure. Thank you. Although I remember meeting them side by side, and I was like, oh, they're kind of interchangeable for me later.
Bus card?
Since I'm so terrible with remembering everything.
Bus card?
Sure.
Yeah, we almost saved this already.
Yeah.
I hope we don't need them.
I mean, this was our successful de-escalation, but seriously,
Yeah.
it's fucking close.
Yeah.
We had people out here reporting the SWAT team moving in,
Right.
people burning flags and throwing shit at people.
Yeah, I was there for that. I actually had to go get new batteries because crapped out right after they did the flag burning.
And then, what do we look like?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Like an ACLU bus card?
Okay, is that a bus card?
Yes.
Giving it or selling?
Giving.
Thank you.
Who would sell a bus
I
card?
didn't hear you correctly. Sorry, I was like, what? Thank you.
$5.
What are they? How do they work?
It's basically to know your rights in case you're ever arrested or interrogated by the
Bus card. I heard a bus card.
Oh, okay,
It's
yeah.
like, you giving me a free bus ride? Thank you.
I'd like to do that. I don't even have one for myself.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. ACLU bus card? A bus card? ACLU? Know your rights in case you're arrested or interrogated or anything by the police.
Yeah, man, I'll spread the word. Thanks.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Like an ACLU bus card?
I got one.
Okay.
Let me check out.
I can't get home. Y'all just need to make sure they take it.
Pretty much phenomenal. She did all the fundraising. We had scholarships for people who really wanted to be a part
Like
of
an
this.
ACLU bus card?
Tons of fundraising.
Over $40,000.
Over $40,000.
They're busy. Would you guys like an ACLU bus card?
What?
An ACLU bus card?
Someone else might need that. Is that going to help them tonight?
Well, I'm hoping no one will need it tonight, but just in case. Would you guys like a bus card? ACLU? Do you want one? No, there will be one more night of protests after the end of the convention. Well, I mean, there's going to be a whole day of rallies and protests and everything like that. But tomorrow night, I know they're doing a big Dem Exit rally here. Everybody's supposed to wear a green shirt or green something and just make their way out here. Oh, look, the special patroller out there. Would you like an ACLU bus card?
Oh, no.
Would you guys like an ACLU bus card?
What?
An ACLU bus card? It is really hard to say without sounding like buses.
Oh, yeah. Yes, absolutely. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Can I have a hug?
Absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
But that's what I'm saying.
Don't be sanctioned.
Bust card?
That's what I'm saying. He's got enough.
ACLU bust card?
Fuck yes. What's this?
Yo, can I get? You got a couple of spare, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
hey.
can I please have a block? I will take them back to our table. Thank you.
Yes.
very much.
You got it.
Oh yeah, that's a great idea.
Hell yeah. Are they bilingual?
Give me a couple.
No, I couldn't make them big enough for that.
Oh, I got you. All right.
Thank you.
Oh, fucking words.
Thank you.
Give me a couple of those.
ACLU bust card? Know your rights in case you're arrested or detained by the police.
That's good, thank you.
Yeah.
One, skip around.
Would you like an ACLU bust card?
Oh, no, I don't need one.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah, it's really chill here. Do you guys like an ACLU bust card? Okay. An ACLU bust card to know your rights in case you are arrested or detained or questioned by the police. Would you like an ACLU bust card? Would you like an ACLU bust card? Okay.
Tried to voice like he's not going to speak truly, they have no problem.
Would you like an ACLU bust card? What? An ACLU bust card? To know your rights in case you're arrested, detained, or questioned by the police.
Oh, sure. Yeah. I'm fine. Yeah. I'm a Trump. You want to do something?
That's fine.
Yeah, you want to?
As long as you're staying safe.
No, I mean, if you want to do an interview, let me know.
Okay. Yeah, I'm mostly just trying to pass these around right now.
Okay, sure.
He's like, no, everyone should pay insurance premiums.
Sorry to interrupt.
It's really easy.
Do you guys want an ACLU bust card?
What is it?
It's to know your rights in case you're arrested, detained, or questioned by the police.
I like it, thank you.
Would you like one?
I think he needs one.
No,
Already
he gave me
one.
one too. He gave me one. Yeah, he gave me one.
You still say that these people are incorrect. Because you said it already shot at the cops immediately come they came and pushed, but they grabbed it to pull it close first.
Alright, they're talking about opening of the barricade. I'll let them do their thing. Would you like an ACLU bust card?
Yeah. I was thinking somebody gave me one earlier a couple days ago, and I was like, I should have had that on me.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Hopefully you won't need it.
Yeah. I don't really care.
Would you like an ACLU bust card?
Number 2.
For the ACLU? I don't. Actually, this is my lawyer's number.
Very cool.
Do you want? Okay. Would you like an ACLU bust card? You're welcome. Okay. That was random. Would you like an ACLU bust card? Alright, I'll hit these. Do you want an ACLU bus card? You alright?
Thank you.
Yep. You too.
She's really not listening at all.
I know. Remember, these guys are so hot. The best way we can host
Something's apparently going on. Would you like an ACLU bus card?
ACLU did something nice for me one
What's that?
ACLU did something nice for me once.
Oh, good. Hopefully you won't need it.
It was an established protest for Bernie Sanders.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, you did.
No,
You
you
just
were
said
putting
that,
words in my mouth. You walked away when you were done saying. Did you hear what you just said? You said
Would
you like an ACLU bus card? An ACLU bus card?
What is it?
It's an ACLU bus card in case you're arrested, detained, interrogated, questioned by the police.
What about this, guys?
I wasn't saying that other people could I like the flag
Up against the bow?
Against the law.
Oh, the law? Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's a lawyer's number? Maybe that's the ACLU's number? I'm not sure.
Like, hard to understand was the fact that the protest had already been established for a couple of hours, and we didn't know how to interpret it right away. It was just hard to understand.
Why don't you grasp about
we
a burning American flag?
We didn't know what we were seeing. I'm
black
not
and white.
saying that I had a problem with it. I was open to understanding, but other people, I'm not saying I defend them.
No, I hear you. You're not defending. I hear you.
I think you're ignorant. I don't judge. I'm not afraid to defend them. One of my friends is racist. I'm not going to defend them.
This is something about the burning of the flag.
Yeah, but still, if one of my friends does this, go out. I'm not going to go out of my way to defend them.
I just had an issue with how she was debating me earlier because it was very disrespectful, and she walked away the second I had
We don't
it.
have to respect you. We don't have to respect you. We don't have to respect you. I hate to say we don't have to respect you.
You don't have to respect me. I don't have to respect you either. And just because you have the numbers on your side with this conversation right now doesn't mean you're right.
Hate to intrude. Would you like an ACLU bus card?
I haven't done that. I haven't talked over anyone for the most part. I interjected a couple times and then I stepped back and been quiet.
Like these two people are very serious.
All right, I'm agreeing with how to make things better. Wow, great, love it.
Wait, are you really thinking that that's fucking back when you correct what you think?
Well, apparently this is why the cops are over here.
That's all that matters. Oh, really?
Hold on. Is this pissed off over a law? Not pissed off about what the government is doing? How does this work?
She has like an ACLU bus card.
What is it for?
If you're arrested, detained, or questioned by the police, to know your rights.
Good night.
Thank you. Would you like one? I'm going to assume you guys don't need bus cards. Would you guys like an ACLU bus card? Go ahead and hit these guys up here. Would you like an ACLU? Not to talk over you. Would you like an ACLU bus card?
Am I what?
An ACLU bus card?
Customer?
No. An ACLU bust card. In case you're arrested, detained, or questioned by the police, so you know your rights.
Okay, cool. I'll keep that. I can't read it because I have my reading glasses on.
Okay.
I'm like, I can't read it. Yeah, I'll take this.
Okay.
Cool, thank you.
Would you like one?
Oh,
Okay. Would you like an ACLU bus card? Bus card? You're welcome. Whoops. Oops, sorry. Bus card?
I was like, why is my backpack open?
Would you like a bus card?
I like this. Thank you.
You're welcome.
This is
An ACLU bus card?
this is good.
Like one? Okay. Yeah, no problem. Did you like one?
No, I already know my rights.
Good. All right. All right. I'm not gonna mess with somebody lying on the ground. Can't imagine that I got everybody. So I got people hugging it out and still arguing. Why does this guy look familiar to me? The one recording.
Probably just to get the gate fixed and get it closed. Tonight, let us keep eating.
Would you like an ACLU bust card? Well, it's not me. I just made some.
Let's say you did stop at 25 versus 28 versus 30 versus
But that's why it's like, it's sort of like, even if I just come and like somehow, you know, support a couple other people.
Bust card. Would you like one? An ACLU bust card.
Oh, thank you. I'm
good. Would you like an ACLU bust card?
What is it?
It's an ACLU bust card. It's to know your rights. To know your rights in case you're ever arrested, detained, or questioned by the police. I figured I'd ask just in case.
Thank you. I really do appreciate it. And thank you for the reminder.
Thank you. Good night. Anybody that I haven't talked to? Oh my God, no, I can't read the whole thing. It looks like, got it upside down. All right, so it looks like that and that. The gist of it is how to act, what to say, and what rights you have if you are ever arrested, detained, or questioned by the police, FBI, or immigration agents. I mean, it's pretty thorough. It goes over a lot of potential situations. It tries to be as general as possible, but as you can see, there's a lot to it. So they cover their grounds. It's what you need to know in the beginning until you get to the point where you have a lawyer or some sort of legal representation. So you don't say the wrong thing or get yourself in trouble or sign something that you shouldn't. Would you like an ACLU bust card? An ACLU bust card? Like an ACLU bust card?
ACLU what card?
A bust card.
What's a bust card?
It's to know your rights if you're ever arrested, detained.
Are you from ACLU?
No, but I work at a printing company, so I printed a bunch of
Oh, how about that? Okay, good. So yeah, I don't. Do you know these things?
I mean, ideally, I'd hope that neither of you would need it, but you know.
Actually, I should know these things. I really should know. I appreciate that.
You want one?
I'll take one.
Okay. Thank you. I notice as I hand these out, everybody looks at my camera to make sure I'm not pointing it at them. These two on the curb are clearly way too involved. And I'll avoid handing it to people right in front of the police, because the police probably are like, you don't need to do that. Would you like an ACLU bust card?
Sure.
Whoop. Good catch.
Cheers.
Well, I don't think anything's really going on over here. Ooh. Tent City's over there. I'm just making sure nothing's going on near the stage. Looks like it's all shut down. They said when we were leaving that this would be the last night they'd be there. So I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that they're packing up, if anything. I do see a fire in the distance.
See, that's what the mayor wants to hear.
Yeah. Are you?
Whoops.
I just moved here.
Sorry, I just dropped some bust cards and I don't want to... Okay, I'm dropping bust cards everywhere here. I'm literally dropping them everywhere. Let me sit you guys down. So, the box that I made that fit them all perfectly was great when I had all of them. Not so useful when I've handed out like 75% of them. I don't want to put these in my pocket because they'll just get gross and wet. Nobody wants a sweaty bus card. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, not really anything to report. I think they did a great job of de-escalating things. I mean, the convention's over for the day, as far as I know. Sorry about that. Yeah, I don't think there's anything really to record here unless you just want to see people getting along, which is great. Not very exciting. Probably not worth staying up for.
Yeah, I did yours. Yeah. People are leaving water all around.
Have a good night, guys.
Good night.
I'll do another round just to make sure I haven't missed anybody. Entirely possible people have come from the tent cities since I've been through. Would you like an ACLU bust card? Would you guys like an ACLU bus card? Maybe not.
Oh, nice.
If you mean flipping it so that it's not vertical video, I'm doing this because Periscope defaults to vertical video, and when you switch it over, if you try to start it off in landscape, it just shows you sideways video. So since my whole thing is about being able to switch this back on really quickly, it's easier just to stick to vertical. You know, when I'm doing things where I have more time, then I'm totally okay with flipping around. I much prefer that. I hate vertical video personally.
Officer Collins! Raise Officer Philadelphia right there.
Hi. Hey, so
What is that for again? I forget.
It's in case you're ever arrested, detained, or questioned by the police. So you know your rights. Cool.
Thanks for the offer. Yep.
Alright. I think I'm going to save the rest of these for tomorrow night. I mean, we're literally at the point, here, let me show you. Literally at the point where people are putting flowers in the barrier. This is very 1960s protest style here.
That's the problem. It's like I don't.
Yes! Ed, how you doing? All right.
Ed Higgins.
I know.
How's it going, bro?
Doing all right.
I've been trying to find you this whole time. I know you've been periscoping like crazy.
Yeah, my batteries died. I had to run back and get fresh batteries. But it seems,
You got a battery pack or something, man?
yeah, I borrowed a roommate's and I got my second one that I had charging.
Cool. Cheyenne Brown, Jason. Jason's the reason that I knew that the shit at the Nevada convention didn't actually happen where it did. Because he was live streaming all the time.
What's that?
He is.
Sure.
So you live right now? Or?
Yeah, you're on right now.
What's going on, guys? How you doing? Ed Higgins here. Love this man. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't know what happened at the Nevada convention. I would have accepted that narrative that they tried to shove down our throats. My friend Maria Estrada actually called out Barbara Boxer as a disgrace today because she's a disgraceful human being. All that bullshit.
Good job,
I
know it's never over, but you gotta say it when you need to say it.
Things at Marriott. I think we're going to Marriott.
Okay. Cool. What is going on? You have my number.
I guess he just went over to the South Park.
Okay. All right, cool.
All right.
Call me if text me.
We'll be there till 4, I guess.
Okay.
It's my book.
Okay, 5 o'clock, Huntington Park. Huntington. Okay. All right, I don't know all the parks here yet.
Take the brush. Huntington Park.
I'm going to Uber it.
That's me on Facebook. I'm on the Cheyenne Brown. Take my number down in case you get lost. It's on the DL, so I'm on social media. But on social media,
Gotcha.
on social media, it's under my birthday party. My name is Cheyenne Brown, CHEYENNA Brown. My email is CheyenneBrown191@gmail.com. 191@gmail.com. A couple of protesters at Huntington Park, bringing your candle, your baby soup, and munchies and beer.
Alright.
Man, food.
This. Set appointment for 5 p.m. tomorrow at Huntington Park.
What is the metro shutdown?
I feel fine.
Let's get out of here. Let's go back to the... They're not going to be able to talk about it. I don't want to...
Hey Ed, do you want one before I put them all away? Are you going to be here for the DEM exits tomorrow night?
At what time?
Nobody really told me a time, but it's supposed to be when as the delegates come out, so...
Yeah, I heard they were leaving before the coronation, so that'd be 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
No, it's on the DL, so
Alright.
we'll see what happens, okay?
Yeah, like, you have a bad part of your
I'm going to shut you down if you do Bye, bitch. Love
Ed, your Facebook was, it's DC at the DNC, is that right?
Yeah, well, I have E. Higgins 3RD, and then I have DC at the DNC.
Okay.
I've been going live mostly on my own personal feed because of the algorithm with pages. It's just better to go to personal. If you go through the pages, they actually want you to pay for the reach. They don't want you to get your information out. So with the live feed, I'm able to reach much more.
Okay.
Many more people. I got 3,000 hits on my last video I did today. So.
Nice.
But thank you. Yeah, it's E. Higgins 3RD or DCTO DNC.
Cool. All right. Thanks a lot, man.
Have a blessed night.
You guys have a good night.
Good to finally meet you.
You too.
Yeah, this is my country.
No.
Wait.
Actually, I'm glad that you're claiming,
All the way from DC out here. Totally possible, but I think they either biked or rode motorcycles or something, because they live streamed the whole thing, I believe. But anyway, seems to be a very cool guy. Glad to have been able to meet him. Still got a few other people that I want to meet, but I haven't been able to get a hold of them since we got out here, with the exception of like a few days before things really kicked off. I see some of the police are leaving, or maybe just moving. Ow, and I have something stuck in my shoe. Okay, that's maybe kind of a little bit better. Yeah, so I guess that's it for tonight. I don't know if I'm going to walk home or drive or what. I spent a lot of money on Uber that I didn't want to spend. I'm already over budget, and I still haven't met my GoFundMe goal. So it's just coming out of savings right now, which, you know, it could be worse. I to be stranded here and not be able to pay for anything. You're welcome, guys. Kind of want to keep this on for a little bit just in case. Yeah, I probably won't go to sleep when I get home. I gotta focus on uploading all the videos to YouTube. And probably going to tell stories to the rest of the folks in the house. And granted, they could probably just watch the videos. I mean, they were here for a good portion of it. Wow, it reeks of pot. No surprise, of course. Just out of curiosity, where are you guys all from? I know when I was doing Nevada, we had people from around the world. Curious if we have the same kind of group. We got North Carolina, Ohio, New Jersey, very close by. You could almost just drive down here, couldn't you? Wow, all of you are just from those three places? That's amazing. What a coincidence. LA. That's where I first went to college, USC. I didn't do so well there. Texas, home of my second wife. I often wonder how dangerous it really is with, you know, shit, probably $1,000 worth of equipment strapped to me in South Philly, just cruising down the streets by myself. I'm not sure if I'm crazy or stupid or just really not that bad. Brave is not the word I would use. All our exes live in Texas. They're all back at the house. Yeah, after the first round of videos here and things got kind of heated, they wanted to get out and my batteries were dead, so we made our way back to the house and I got a fresh battery of my own and then Drew gave me one of his. So, I mean, I could have probably stayed out here for 7 hours, though, I don't know, I couldn't have lasted that long myself. Hi, Angel. The convention is a show. It's not... Alright, so what it's supposed to be is essentially a session of Parliament. And that's not what's happening at all. And, you know, to an extent, I expected that because they always have a certain amount of show-off, showboating that they do. You know, it's supposed to be a contested convention, so it's expected for them to go up there and have people tout the two nominees. The problem is, the whole convention has been nothing but Hillary's got the nom, let's move on. Oh, Bernie was great, thanks for all of his work. He's brought a lot of people in, got a lot of people excited, and you know, we can move on now. So after yesterday, I was basically done with the convention. I'm not even trying to get passes to get in anymore, because at this point all it is just a rah-rah Hillary show, and nobody needs to see that. The only thing that we needed to see was the walkout yesterday, and I did try to get passes, but there weren't any to get. I doubt I would be able to get any at this point anyhow, unless that Craigslist ad was true, and then I can get paid $50 to sit in there. But they won't let me in with all my equipment. But anyway, I did hear about the walkout, and I was able to confirm it with some of our Nevada delegates. Specifically, Angie Morelli shot out an explanation saying that after half of the delegates left, she went back. I can't remember who it was, but it was in honor of someone, someone's mom. I'd have to look at the post again to see it. It wasn't a name I recognized. But when she went back, she found people sitting in their seats. So the DNC was already ready for the walkout, which was something that was only decided upon late, like very late Monday morning or Monday evening / Tuesday morning. And not that we're surprised, but that just points once again to the fact that there are moles for Hillary essentially in the Bernie camp. You know, that again, that's not a surprise. Fully expect it, and that's basically why it was so hard to organize, because I mean, in general for the campaign it was hard to organize anything, because we really wanted to get the word out to as many people as we could, but you can't do that without informing people of your strategy. And once you've informed a mass group of people, then, you know, the people you don't want to know your strategy pick up on it. So that's why my whole educational incentive really wasn't pushed very hard. I had strategy involved in that, like a roll call on the floor, but I didn't want anyone openly talking about that, so I was trying to send it to individual delegates, and that was hard to do because I didn't have access to a lot of the delegates. And the few delegates I did hit up, a lot of them didn't respond, so I don't know if they got the message. A few did, and they responded, and they thanked me. A couple asked for more information because they didn't fully understand it. And very specifically, Tacey from Nevada not only went and watched my videos, the video playlist that I put together, but also printed out some of the material. And then on Facebook, she posted a picture of her reading it on the flight here, saying that she was cramming for the convention. So that was pretty great. It felt good to know that the information was definitely out there. But literally, that came, you know, days before the convention started. And it, you know, it wasn't too late or anything, but it left almost no time for them to coordinate with each other. And that was the whole plan, that all the delegates in advance would get this education, be able to coordinate, and know how to get on the floor and get things done, which is clearly not what's happening. No motions are being put up. The only votes that are happening are votes that are called by the chairperson, and that's not how this is supposed to work, because the chairperson is not the person in charge. The chairperson is essentially the like the moderator at a debate. You know, they're the ones that are supposed to keep it civil, make sure people are following the rules. You got the parliamentarian there who is able to interpret and explain the rules to anybody that doesn't understand. And these are all people that are supposed to be impartial. No one is supposed to be for one nominee or the other, or if they are, they have to act as if they aren't. Because, you know, everybody's got their bias, but you just can't allow that to interfere with your work. And clearly what happened was that they weren't following any of this. They had made their decision, and they were pushing it on everyone. And if you watch the video again from that first night of the convention, they did voice votes, which, I mean, I would love to see voice votes immediately withdrawn from the bylaws and the charter. They're completely inefficient, and in a situation where the votes are even remotely close, they have to do an actual count of some sort. Even if it's something as simple as everybody that says yay, go to this side of the room. Everyone saying nay, go to that side of the room. It doesn't have to be a full-on roll call or a head count or something like that. You don't have to have people hold their hands up for an hour while we count thousands of people. All they have to do is just, you know, have the A's and A's separate. And if it's not obvious then, they can have a count done of each side. And, you know, it might take a while, but at least they'll have an appropriate count so that everybody's vote actually matters. And that's what's important here. Because when they did their voice votes, they were way too close, and there were situations where I was pretty sure the nays were louder, but they gave it to the yays, just like in Nevada. And so the few things that were voted on were all passed with no changes. That includes the credentials, the rules, and the platform. Right, so being that this is actually considered a session, which is why at the end you hear them say, you know, do they have a second, or there's a motion for a recess, do they have a second? Yes, okay, then yays and nays, then they're at recess. At the end of every session they have to do that, because the whole convention as a session, since it goes over multiple days, they have to do a recess in between days, because they can't stop it. If they adjourn, that means the whole thing's over. And that's what's going to happen tomorrow. In between the opening of the session and the gavel down to adjourn, at any point, a member of the body, aka the delegates, is supposed to be able to put a motion on the floor. They can object to the motion, they can amend the motion, they can do everything they need to do to make sure that the motion is suitably acceptable to either 50% plus one or 66.7, 2/3 majority, depending on the type of motion that they're voting on. And none of that's happening. So, this roll call count, it's not based on who's there. The roll call count that everybody watched yesterday was something that was done during breakfast. They had a piece of paper out there, and everybody that came to breakfast just checked the box next to their name for either Bernie Sanders or Hillary Clinton. I don't know what this is for. They're busing people in or out of, well, this is going into FDR Park. I have no idea. So the roll call vote was just a checklist, and all the delegates went to breakfast. They checked the boxes, and those votes were counted and then added to the superdelegate votes, which were cast the day before, apparently, and nobody knew about that. It was Gabriel, one of the delegates from, I think, Wyoming, who put out a video to let everyone know that's what had happened. And I sent that video to several of our Nevada delegates, and I had a confirmation from Joe Sacco in Nevada that indeed everything that Gabriel said did happen. So, what does that mean? That means that they did a roll call vote, which is meant to determine the number of people in the room voting one way or another during session got their votes counted. This roll call vote was taken out of session during recess, and therefore did not require any of the physical bodies to be at the session in order to vote, which you can't do. In order to vote, you have to be present. That's why in smaller committees or smaller sessions, the committee does, I forget what it's called, but they do something like a roll call at the beginning where everyone announces who's there, so that the recorder then can write down the names of all the people attending and know how many people are there, and thus know how many votes everything's going to need to be a 50% or a 51% majority or a 67% majority. That was weird. Okay. So, by doing this roll call during breakfast, it meant that no one actually had to show up. That's them showing that they expected the walkout. So they could do this roll call, and regardless of when the walkout happened, it wouldn't matter because the votes were already cast as far as they're concerned. And people can get up and leave, and it wouldn't make any difference. And I did hear, and I don't have any way to confirm this either, that there was a recount after the roll call because a bunch of the Hillary supporters, or the Hillary delegates, did not come to breakfast. Perhaps they got a breakfast at a nice place somewhere else, paid for them, I don't know. Or they didn't want to wake up, who knows. But the rumor, let me stress, this is a rumor, is that the Hillary people didn't show up, the Bernie people did, and so Bernie actually won the roll call because the Bernie people showed up and voted. Yeah, okay. I'd like to know who your friend is and how they know so that I have a source for this. It would be a good thing to be able to report because, I mean, none of this follows the rules that are set. There's nothing in the bylaws that say that in between recesses you can do a vote, and you certainly can't do a recount just because your people didn't show up. I'm heading home, by the way. Or to the house, I should say. And let me tell you, by the way, just total off topic, the streets here are fucking insane. They're not well maintained, first of all, and I was told by somebody at Erico that they were built based on old Indian trails, so they're just fucking everywhere. One-way streets, two-way streets. This intersection here, that's like five streets coming into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 streets coming into one spot, all at different angles. I'm going on a crosswalk here that has no indicator as to whether it's safe to walk or not. So, I just keep seeing people randomly just cross the street. They'll do it right in front of cops too. So I guess nobody really cares as long as you just get across safely. Or something. Interesting note too. I'm doing this without my GPS. And I'm totally going the right way. So yeah, it's good to know. I'm starting to learn the city. Anyway, so yeah, if you've got your friend's name or contact information or something like that, if you can shoot it to me, or if you can somehow get him to get in touch with me so that I can find out his source, whether he was there, if he's got video or any kind of proof, something that we can ascertain, it would be good to make people aware. And I don't know if a lawsuit would be in order or how this works, because again, the DNC it's not technically a government entity. It's a party, which is not a business, but like a club. And they get to make their own rules on how they govern the club. Now, some of these rules fall into legal territory, and thus you can fight them with a lawsuit. For example, you know, the men's only clubs, if a woman wants to try to get in, there's this sort of like legal gray area where, because it's a private club, they can decide who they want to allow or not. And so they can say they're not going to let a person in. They just can't say it's because they're a woman. So similar thing with the DNC. You've got to be a good Democrat, you know, to be a member. It's totally arbitrary as to what they consider to be a good Democrat, though there are some stipulations and basic guidelines in the bylaws and the charter. But those bylaws and the charter, that's their set of rules, and they don't all necessarily have to really be legally backed. So, all that being said, be great to have some evidence, and if there's some recourse, I'd like to find a way for it to be taken, because, you know, election fraud sucks, and I'd like to make it go away. Sorry, something about a class action lawsuit. I didn't see that. I wish there was a way that you guys could, like, I don't know, ping me or something to let me know that you're saying something to me rather than just talking to each other. Yeah, there are a lot of class action lawsuits. Well, no, I should say there are a lot of lawsuits, and I am aware of at least one class action lawsuit. I wouldn't be surprised if there's more than one. But specifically what they all cover, I'm not sure. There's a laundry list. I've heard something like 42 or 40 or something like that. Different, either different lawsuits or different charges. Okay, I think I lost track of where I was, but essentially, the first 2 days, they're terrible. Just terrible. I've had people ask me how my trip was, and I love my housemates. The house rent is really, really nice. Philly's been very welcoming, and it's exciting, but the experience, because it's so tainted by the things that have been going on, it's not a good feeling. I'm not enjoying it. Evening. So, I will say though, last night was pretty fun because we stopped being political for a while. We played Cards Against Humanity, we drank, we ate tacos, and just spent some time together having fun. And then the rest of the group this afternoon, they did the touristy thing. They went on a walking tour, hit all the rocky steps and the statue and some historical parks and landmarks and things like that. And they've all done the whole Geno's versus Pete's or whatever, the two cheesesteak places. But in one of my Uber rides, maybe it wasn't Uber, I don't know, but in one of the paid rides we had, the driver told us about a place called Jim's, and so I went to Jim's today, and it was pretty good. In fact, that's what I ate before I went on my first walking trip today, and what I ate just before I came out for this broadcast. And doing a great job keeping me feeling good. So, overall, the experience is, I think, improving. But anything to do with the convention pretty much sucks. Yeah, I hear the RNC is sorry, it's really loud. I hear the RNC is corrupting their election process quite a bit too. Good to know the CVS is 24 hours because everything else closes at 9. Where am I? No, I'm not lost. I'm in Oregon and 20th, I think. Yeah, I'm not lost. It's really easy to get from FDR Park to our house. It's pretty much a straight shot. I just have to make 2 turns and I'm done. And the 2 turns are right next to the house, so it's nice and obvious. Actually, shit, I only have to do 1 turn, really. Just go straight up to Ellsworth and turn. People keep running over water bottles, and when they pop, it's kind of like the backfire of a car. Sometimes sounds like a gun job or whatever. It doesn't really startle me, but it gets my attention. So I'm pretty close to the house at this point, I think. You guys got any questions for me? Yeah, I heard the IRS was going after the Clinton Foundation this afternoon while I was at the Occupy DNC event. So, that's on top of the feds looking into everything. Yeah, the whole system is obviously corrupt. There's this something called a corruption scale. I forget what the actual name of it is. Somebody created a scale to determine how corrupt a country is. And I'm really curious to see, after this year's elections, just how much the U.S. Ratio changed between last year and this year. Maximum corruption. I think they have an actual scale, a number. We haven't seen her. We've seen people that look a lot like her. I think he's still here. I'm honestly not sure, though. Oh, I didn't get to tell you. I got to meet with Claudia today as well. For those of you who don't know, she does the Cabin Talk, I think it's called. And she helped break some news oops. She helped break some news about like Jill and Nina going to Vermont for 6 days after Bernie first endorsed Hillary. She put all the pieces together to kind of figure out that they were potentially looking at working together, which it doesn't seem like that's the case right now. But he's going home as an independent, so maybe. But he also apparently called out and asked all of his delegates not to switch to the Green Party. And I don't really know why he would do that. I wish I had an answer for that one. Doing research here is very, very difficult, because all I have is a phone and a tablet, and not a lot of time. But it doesn't sit right with me. It doesn't make sense, because it's an open election. So why would it matter if we stuck with being Democrats or went independent or green? It shouldn't make a difference, especially knowing that he switched to independent. Man, I gotta start paying attention to the street signs here, because I don't know if I walked too far or not. I don't think so. Sorry, I couldn't read that. The light was in the way. I think as soon as I get home, I'm going to eat something, and I'm going to get those Epsom salts we got, fill the bathtub, lay down, and just relax. Yeah, I know. I still believe Bernie was doing everything he could. It's hard for me to decide whether or not he honestly wants us to vote for Hillary. I know for sure he does not want to risk Trump getting into office, and he may be in a place where he doesn't believe the numbers are there for Jill to win, and he's either not willing or not comfortable to sign on with Jill, or not allowed. And there's always the possibility that he can't, I suppose. I heard that there was a rule, but I don't know if it makes sense. Yeah, I don't trust the Clintons at all. It's crazy. This whole campaign, in the few months since I became actively involved, just everything I've learned and the amount of disappointment, it's volumes. There's so much. You know, all these figures, these political figures that I trusted, that I thought, I liked in the past for good reasons, that I voted for. Just all I keep doing is learning about how corrupt they are and all the things that they've done behind our backs. Yeah. Yes. What is the meaning of is? Anyone have any idea how long I've been walking? All the delegates as far as I know, showed up, but then half of them walked out. And I am aware that quite a few of them have not been going back. And I did see a video, and I was in a car, I wasn't able to listen to it, but the gist of it seemed to be that some of our delegates had their credentials revoked, or not so much revoked as not renewed, so they couldn't go back. Passing out. Okay. This is where I cross over. Oh my. Did they get any assistance to pay for this expensive trip? You mean the delegates? Are you talking about, did Bernie's campaign put in to help the delegates? I already explained the whole landscape thing. Normally, I would stick to landscape, but when I'm using Periscope and I'm in a situation where I lose a signal and I got to get it up quickly, doing landscape takes more setup time, and with the tripod and everything attached, it's actually more dangerous because I have to hold the whole thing sideways while I'm trying to connect, and in a group of people, that's not an okay thing. So it's faster and easier just to do vertical video, which I hate, but you know, it serves its purpose since Periscope defaults to that, and Facebook won't even allow you to do landscape. Yeah, I know it's not everyone that's skipping out. And there's a ton of information going back and forth, and no one's really sure what's true when it comes out. So, like I heard, there was an image of a text or something that basically said, delegates, please make sure you're still going, and talking about, you know, something possibly happening. Oh, I gotta stop here for a second. My back's killing me.